Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing this morning? Super excited to be on. So let me, first of all, fix my necklace. It was crooked. Sorry, that was going to bother me. Oh, good morning. It is Tuesday. It is time for your dose of encouragement. Let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Tanya LaShawn Bryant, and I'm a life coach, and I support women in their journey to overcome fear. Whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur, whether you are a woman that is a college student, you understand that you need to go back to school to begin to attain some of the desires that you have. Maybe you are a woman in transition. Transition means that you may be going from one spot to another, from a new career, maybe you are going back into the work world, whatever you may be transitioning. I can help support you in overcoming fear so that you can move forward and go live the life that God's called you to do. I do all of this through what I call strengths-based coaching. I do this through mentoring and spiritual empowerment and spiritual encouragement. And my heart is really to help you move forward, to help coach you into those desires and things that you know that you're supposed to have and that you're supposed to do. I am on every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, where I provide you with a dose of encouragement. I infuse you with some motivation, encouragement, and inspirement to help you move forward. I always have great content, practical content to help that you can take and live and apply in your life so that you can see the fruit of your effort. And so I'm super excited to be on now for all of you fabulous people and let me say this. If you can do me a favor, if you're so inclined to, if you could share this out to your tribe, to your people, let people, there may be people that just need an infusion today. They need an infusion of encouragement. I am your gal. I am your person. So if you could share this out, I would so appreciate it. Now, also for those that are watching, for those that are new to me, I have a little gift for you. If you go to, because as I said, my work, the thing that I do is support women in their journey to overcome fear. So just for watching me, if it's for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. If you watch me for the duration of the show, you can get a free gift. All you need to do is go to bit.ly/over fear. How many of you are over fear? How many of you are tired of allowing fear to control you? Well, I have a check sheet. It's called 10 Ways to Begin Overcoming Fear. It's a checklist, and I have compiled 10 great. When I was going through my storage of stuff that I have created, and I thought, oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Let me make sure that I start promoting this, so that way you can get a feel of some of the content, some of the things that the Lord drops in my spirit that I share with you. And again, you can go to bit.ly/overfear to get your 10 ways to begin overcoming fear checklist. You can begin your journey today to dealing with fear. See, fear is one of the major culprits that hinder us from moving forward. I know this because I have battled fear. Fear has gripped me. If you watch me for some time, you know my story in regards to just dealing with fear. And so I have a burden in a heart to help women deal with that. So let's get on to why we're here today. So we're here again for the dose of encouragement. Our topic today is, why do people need a coach? I am on this kick, and I'm going to be on this kick for a minute. I think it's important that first of all, I believe everybody needs a coach. That is just my opinion. That's my opinion. That's what I believe, right? I believe everybody needs a coach, but a lot of people maybe don't understand what a coach is. All right. And so I'm here to educate, to inform you, to help you see the light. And so the topic today is, why do people need a coach? So first of all, let's talk about, and I talked last week, and I will continue. I'm all about repetition, because I believe one of the ways that we learn is through repetition, is through understanding, is through getting the information so that we can comprehend it, right? And so coaching is, and I'm taking the definition from the Co-Active Coaching book. I love the definition that they articulate of what coaching is. So coaching is an effective a way to effectively empower people to find their own answers, champion them, encouraging them, supporting them on their path as they continue to make life-giving and life-changing choices. All right. So that's in a nutshell. Coaching is all about moving you forward, helping you to unearth the answers that you have for your life. Because if truth be told, you already have the answer within yourself. But it's a matter of you getting rid of the clutter, getting rid of the stuff that hinders you from being you, that hinders you from really understanding that you have the power within. But it's a matter of you bringing that forth. And so we've got to you've got to begin to get rid of the things that may be hindering you from moving forward, from finding those answers. Because when it's all said and done, God has given us everything that we need. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I did a challenge called the I Am Success Challenge, and we looked at this idea of I am success. Success is already inside of you. Success and happiness is already inside of you. You just need to release it. So a coach, as I said, they're going to walk with you in this journey of finding your answers. They're going to champion you. They're going to encourage you. They're going to tell the truth. They're going to hold you accountable. They're going to do certain things to help you in this process. So my topic today, and I will not be on that long at all. My topic today is, why do people need a coach? I believe there is a man, and I talk about him a lot, Prophet E. Bernard Jordan, and he is a great prophet, a man, a great scholar of today. A great, what I love that, yes, he's a man of God, but he's a very learned man. He's filled with wisdom, filled with insight. Just really, he's very, he reads a lot, and so he's very wise about life and things that we encounter. And one of the things that he was saying is that in this dispensation, you know, with what we're dealing with, this COVID thing, that there is going to be a rise of people, specifically women, seeking out coaching. And I wholeheartedly believe that coaching has literally transformed my life. And I am on this mission to help women, to support women, to coach women. See, in the coaching relationship, it's about you, the client, you doing the work. I am there just as a guide as you journey and as you navigate the things that you desire to do. So the question today that I have posed, that we are addressing, is, why do people need a coach? Right? And so I want to talk about two things that of why people need a coach. Number one, and if this will, okay, one of the reasons that people need a coach is they want things to be different in their life. Right? So they begin to do a survey. They begin to look at their life. They begin to see, okay, I know that I should be doing this. I know that I should be doing that, but they're not. Good morning, Karen. How are you? Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you so much. So they come to this realization that, you know what, I am so many years old, and I have not attained certain things. I have not achieved certain things in my life. I need something different. There's something in their heart. They get to a point, maybe something happens in their life and they realize, oh my God, I am just existing. I have all this creative ability. I love to write. I love to sing. I love to dance. I'm talking about a lot of creative things because I call myself a creative, right? But I love to teach. I know I'm supposed to support homeless people. I'm supposed to work with children, and they realize that they're not doing that, and so there's something inside of them that clicks and says, I want something different in my life. We're talking, if you're just joining me, we're talking about why do people need a coach? Why do people need a coach? We have laid a foundation that coaching is a way for people to effectively find their own answers, championing and encouraging them, supporting them in their path as they continue to make important, life-giving and life-changing choices. A coach can help you in that. A coach can help you in learning how to empower yourself, learning how to unearth your own answers. So one of the reasons people want a coach is they want things to be different in their life. And I can totally attest to this. See, the past couple of years, I had been like, God, I know there's more to life. I know there's more to life. See, as I begin to develop my relationship, and if any of you have been following me, you always know I'm a Jesus girl. I'm borrowing that from one of my mentors. I love when she gets on and she talks about it. She introduces who she is. And she says, I'm a Jesus girl, and I'm a total Jesus girl. I'm a total Jesus girl. Everything that I do is to please the Father, is to please Jesus. I listen for his voice. I listen. So I guide my life around that. And so as I was developing my relationship, I realized that I was not living my life. I realized I wasn't happy. Why? Because I was just existing. I talked about, I'm always talking about, that, and I'm dating myself. Back in the day, there used to be a Dunkin' Donuts commercial, and so the worker would get up. And he would say, it's time to make the donuts. I mean, it was actually a marketing success because, it is 2020 and that thing came out. I have to look that up. That thing came out a long time ago, but I remember it. It's time to make the donuts. But the only thing is when he on the commercial, he wasn't excited about getting to make the donuts. It was like, oh, it's 4:00 in the morning. I got to get up. I'm talking about this because I'm talking about I had a moment, I had an epiphany in my life that I was tired of making the donuts because I wasn't called to make the donuts. See, some of you may be called to make the donuts. You get joy, you get peace, you get such a rush because, oh my God, I live to be creative and create new donuts. See, but that's not my calling. And so in that commercial, it's a monotony. You look at him and he's like, oh man, I got to make the donuts. I got to make the donuts. Like I said, it was genius, the ad, but he wasn't excited about making the donuts. It was like he'd wake up, because it was such a routine, he'd get up, his eyes would be closed, he'd go out and do and go make the donuts. See, I want my eyes open. I want my eyes open. I want to have joy. I want to have a peace. I want to be fulfilled in knowing that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. As Dr. Katie Cannon says, I must do the work that my soul desires. I must do the work that my soul must have. Right? And so what happened is there was something pulling on me saying, you know what? There's more to life. I wanted something different in my life. Why do people need a coach? Because something clicks inside of them and they understand I want things to be different in my life. That's one of the reasons. Is that you? Is that you? Are you listening to me and this is resonating and you're thinking, I want something different in my life? And so they seek out a coach because they know they need to do something, but they're not sure how. They're not sure how to take the next step. And so this leads me to number two, which really correlates with number one. Why do people need a coach? Again, this is my dose of encouragement. I'm here every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. ish Mountain Standard Time, and I provide you a dose of encouragement. And so our topic today is, why do people need a coach? We just discussed that one of the reasons people want a coach is they want things to be different in their life. Another reason they want they need a coach, or why do they need a coach in their life? They want more in their life. And I really discussed that already. They want to understand their destiny. They want to understand their value. They want to understand their worth. Something inside of them tells them that, oh, there is more. There is more. There is more. And you are not living the abundant life. The name of my business is Abundant Life Living. It's built off of John 10:10. The Bible says that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But I have come that you may have life. That word life in the Greek is Zoe. It means the absolute fullness of life. So something clicks in them and says, you know what? I want more. I want more. Why? Because inside of us, instinctively, God says that you can have life abundantly. Something clicks, and they realize that I am not walking in the fullness of life. And so they are like, oh, it's time. See, the reason I'm talking about this is because this is what I went through. This is what I went through. I knew there was more to my life. I knew that it wasn't about me just getting up and making the donuts. I knew that I had value. I knew that I had purpose. I knew that I had destiny. We talked about destiny. What is destiny? Destiny is that hidden power believed to control what happens in the future. Destiny, in a nutshell, is God's predetermined plan for your life. So something happens inside of you when like I said, you may go through a life-altering experience, and you realize, I'm not doing that which God's called me to do. You realize that, oh my God, Lord, what is my destiny? What am I supposed to be doing? And that thing pulls you. And that's what happened. And so as I was being pulled, see, I understood, okay, God, I need some support. I need some help. I need someone to help me to begin to unearth and help me to begin to deal with the things that were blocking me from moving forward in my life. And so I sought out coaches, and I still have coach. I go to a coach. I have a coach that I talk with, that helps me. I have a marketing coach right now. I have a personal, a prophetic coach that helps me through Zoe Ministries. Amen. And so again, even our Jordan, phenomenal man of God. Anyway, I get coaching. Because again, a coach is going to help you see those blind spots. My topic today again is, why do people need a coach? Why do people need a coach? And I'm telling you, in this process of getting coaches and mentors to help me unearth, God has strategically sent me to every coach that I have. Every coach that I've worked with, some kind of way, it's moved me forward. Why? The number one reason why, because as I've already kind of said it, but when you get to a point in your life and you begin to analyze your life, you begin to look at your life and you begin to see, okay, I'm not living, or I need to be doing something. You look, there's something inside of you that yearns for something different. See, you will begin to seek out a coach because there will be a longing inside of you, that's stirring up inside of you, that I need more. And we talked about that. I need more. And so what happens is, because your consciousness and your subconscious says, oh, I need more. See, the reason that these coaches begin to manifest in my life in specific times in my life is because there was something inside of me. There was something saying I needed more. And because of that, I believe that I was led to them because of this desire and because of this thing inside of me that knew that I want more. I want more. I want more. Is that voice, is there something inside of you stirring, saying, I want more? I want more. I know I'm destined for greatness. I know many of you, God has called you to begin to open a business. God has called you to write a book. God has called you to go back to school. In the beginning, I talked about what I do. I support women in their journey to overcome fear. Whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur. I'm not a business coach, but one of the things that I realized when I began, and I said this before, and again, I'm repetitive, as I begin my journey in this entrepreneurship thing, yes, I got all the mechanics. I learned, okay, building a website and, doing all these things and, all the things that you need to be effective to kind of get you moving forward in your business. But the number one thing that I didn't even realize, and so, because I got the business idea around 2016, but I played around with it. I played around and I didn't get serious about my business until around the end of 2018. Well, really last year, 2019, let's just call it what it was. I had the idea. And one of the reasons why, because like I said, I got it back in 2016, but I didn't move on it. Why? Because I had mindset issues. I was dealing with a massive amount of fear. And so I had this business and I really wasn't doing much about it because I had all these blockages. And one of the major blockages was fear. Fear of, oh my God, can I do this? See, something inside of me knew that I needed to have my own business, but I was afraid. And so I was doing certain things, taking classes here, but the real work that I needed to do was I needed to get rid of the fear. And so that is one of the things when I'm saying that I support women in their journey to overcome fear. You might be an aspiring entrepreneur. You know that you need to move forward in your business. You know that you need to move forward with that idea, but fear is stopping you. See, I didn't realize that's really the first thing that I should have done was invested into to really getting my mindset together. And God is so phenomenal and so wise in a kind of a roundabout way. That's really one of the first things that I did in my coaching journey. I invested in a health coach because I wanted to get healthy. I heard her and everything that her name is Tanya Lewis, and I talk about her all the time. And I wanted to get, I wanted to lose weight. So I thought, okay, I'm investing in this program, to help me with my health. But you know what we did? What we focused in on was my mindset, right? Good morning, Missy. And so that's the very first thing that I worked on. See, God is so good. He understood that okay, I want you to connect with Tanya. I want you to connect with Tanya because she, yes, you think you're going for, and I absolutely, she helped me in the health aspect of why I was getting coached. But what helped me tremendously was understanding that my mindset was key, that this fear that I dealt with, that was a part of my mindset, that's what I began to deal with. And as I begin to deal with that, God brought other people in my life to begin to deal with the fear that I was dealing with. Right? And see, every coach that I had was God led and God inspired. Why we're talking today about why do people need a coach? We've discussed that people need a coach because they want things to be different in their life, but they're not sure how to get there. People need a coach because they have this yearning. They want more in their life. They want to understand about themselves. They want to understand the destiny of God. They want to understand their worth. That was another thing. As I begin to deal with the fear in my own life, I begin to understand my value. I begin to understand my worth. Right. And so then I begin to move forward. See, I had to tackle all of these things, all these blockages, all these mindset things that were hindering me from moving forward. When I begin to understand who I was, I begin to understand my value, I begin to understand my worth. Then it was like, okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward. And so that is my heart. That is my purpose, is to help women in their journey to overcome fear. Because I believe with all of my heart, fear is one of the major things that stops you from moving. And so you've got to deal with that thing, because fear will immobilize you. It will cause you to stop living. Now, I want to thank you all so much. I'm going to jump off, but before I do that, I want to share a few things that I have coming up, right? So one of the programs that I have in my repertoire of services that I provide for my clients is I have programs of all ranges, right? And so I'm super excited, and let me so at the bottom, I have this scrolling, but let me stop scrolling it. So one of the programs that I have is called my Zoe Life Mentoring Program. And actually, let me do this. Okay, let me stop sharing. I'm going to share my screen really quick. So, and I want to, okay. So one of the programs that I have, it's called the Zoe Life Mentoring Program. This program is a really kind of a starter program for anybody that wants to kind of get their toe wet into coaching. Amen. It's a mentoring / coaching program. And so this program, it is super duper affordable. It is $35 a month. Now, what do you get for that? I totally over deliver for the $35 that you invest in yourself. So each month that you're a part of this program, you get a 45-minute live 45-minute live empowerment mentoring session. My next live mentoring session is coming up this Thursday. And the topic, as you see, is we're going to be talking about what? Understanding your value. So those ladies that are participating, excuse me, in my Zoe Life Mentoring Program, they will get this Thursday, their live mentoring session is going to be understanding your value. All right. So if you register for this, if you register for the program each month, you get one live empowerment mentoring session. Then you get one each month, you get a live empowerment video for personal development. So there's a video that I send each one of you all with me on it, with some type of a topic, and normally I have some type of practical application to go along with it, so that you can get. I have one coach, the marketing coach, Kim Avery, that I'm working with right now, and I love what she says. She says that you can get information, but if you don't, you've got to get you get the information, so what? You can implement it. So in this empowerment video that you get, I give you, we discuss a topic, and then I give you some type of activity so that you can implement that thing that we've been discussing, right? All right. So for the mentoring program, you get, like I said, every month, one live empowerment mentoring session where it's done through Zoom. It's a very interactive discussion. Right. And so there's a PowerPoint, there's handouts, there's things that, we may do to again, you get the information, and then I give you some type of activity so that you can implement this. All right. In addition, when you join the program, you get my I Am 21 Confessions for Success journal. Then if you stick with me for 6 months, on the 6th month, you will get a 30-minute coaching session. So the program really is designed to help you, and I'm going to stop sharing really quick. I want to actually pull up, I have another little flyer thing that kind of addresses this program. So let me share yet again. I love technology. I'm learning how to use it so more effectively. So the Zoe Life Mentoring Program, it's all about helping women unlock their destiny and potential. Point blank, period. You've got to do the work. I am just coaching you. I am there along for the journey. So there's topics that I bring up, and the idea is for you to take those topics and begin to do the work so that you can begin to see the results. So the Zoe Life Mentoring Program, it's a monthly program. It's all about helping you unlock your destiny and potential. It's going to help you get the necessary mentoring that you need to help you move forward in life, to help you, because again, there's something pulling you, saying there's got to be more to this life. That I'm here, I'm not just here to exist. In this program is to help you unearth that, to help you begin to get rid of the blockages, as I talked about, earlier during our discussion. It helps you get rid of the stuff. Right? So that's in a nutshell, really, the Zoe Life Mentoring Program is all about helping you unlock your destiny and your potential. And so this Thursday, if you join before Thursday, you will be able to get in on the session that we're going to be doing this Thursday. Understanding your value. And in addition, you get all of the other benefits that I talked about as well. What is the investment? $35. $35. Right? You $35, we spend that in getting coffee and stuff from Starbucks. We spend that just pedaling around. Why not take that $35 and invest in you? Invest in your transformation. Invest in your life. And that $35 can, again, I believe it has exponential power, because when you begin to invest in you and you begin to see your worth, you begin to understand your value, then you can begin to live your life abundantly. You can begin to live the absolute fullness of life, but you've got to take the step and to begin to invest in yourself. You can go to abdlifeliving.com/mentoring to register for the program. Let me stop sharing my screen and then let me bring this up. It's there again this Thursday, October 22nd at 6:30 Mountain Standard. I should have put Mountain Standard Time. We do our live empowerment mentor session. Understanding your value. Again, you can go to abdlifeliving.com/mentoring to register today. Now, if you're like, okay, Tanya, I'm good, but you know somebody that's maybe struggling, go ahead and invest. Go ahead and sign them up for a month. What's great about this program, it's a month-to-month program. You can stop at any time. You can stop at any time. I have some women that are rocking with me, and I am so appreciative. Some women, they started it and they got what they needed, and then they moved on. That's fine. That's what the program's all about. It's a way that you can invest in yourself. It's affordable, but you can get the coaching that you need. Because what was our topic today? Why? Okay, if I can get it up. Why do people need a coach? One of the things I talked about is you need to begin to understand your value. You need to begin to understand your worth, because when you begin to understand your value, you begin to understand your worth, you will stop taking you for granted, right? And you would stop allowing other people to take you for granted. It's time for you to pour into you. It's time for you to build yourself, especially in this season. All the turmoil that's out there. This is the time. In the midst of chaos, I believe the Father shows up so that order can begin to come forth. See, I was going through chaotic things in my life, chaotic things in my mind. And the Lord, because I knew I was crying out and didn't really understand what I was crying, I knew it's like, God, there's more to life. I know you just didn't create me to get up so I can go make the donuts. I can go to a job that I dislike. See, I'm here to support you in your journey to overcome fear. Whatever that may be. As I said, you may be a budding entrepreneur. Get your mindset right. You know God's called you, but you need to do some inner work first before you can launch that business. Get the coaching that you need. Maybe you know God's called you to go back to school. You haven't been in school for 20 years and you're afraid, but you know that in order for you to advance in life, you've got to go back to school. I can help you with that. I can help with you with that. Maybe you are just transitioning in your life. You're going from one thing to another. You know, maybe unfortunately you were in a marriage and you were brave enough to step out and say, you know what, I'm way more valuable. I cannot, you're in a relationship or a marriage that just was not serving you, just was not, it ran its course and you know it was time to get out. I'm not advocating divorce, but sometimes we get connected with the wrong person and we're not supposed to be in that relationship anymore. You do everything that you can to work it out, but sometimes what needs to happen is you need to cut that relationship. You need to move on. But maybe you're afraid, or maybe you've done that and now it's like, what's next? I got some blockages. I can support you with that. See, you need a coach to help you to get to your what? Your next. You weren't bold and courageous to get out of something and then stop. God wants you to continue on. So I'm here to support you in that. All right. Again, I want to thank you all so much for rocking with me. I so appreciate you. Those that watch me live, you don't know how much I appreciate you. And those that go back and watch the replay, I so appreciate you. And because you rock with me, I have a free gift for you. You can go to bit.ly/overfear. You can get my 10 ways to begin overcoming fear checklist, because again, I'm here as a coach to help you get free from fear so that you can begin your journey of freedom. You can begin your new journey to live the life that God's called you to live. All right, party people. I don't know why I said that, but it was just in my mind. Ready? Whatever. I am going to get off, but I want to encourage you again. We will be doing for our live empowerment mentoring session for the Zoe Life Mentoring Program. It's going to be this Thursday, October 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can register abdlifeliving.com/mentoring. When you register, you get a month in the mentoring program, right? So go ahead and register. Go ahead, begin to understand your value. Begin to understand how important you are. God bless you. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I will see you on Thursday. I may pop in. Make sure you set your notifications because even though my standard time is Tuesday at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, I pop on from time to time just to support you and just, to give you a little nugget, to give you some encouragement. All right. So have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope to see you on Thursday. If you have any questions about the Zoe Life Mentoring Program, please feel free to contact me. God bless you and take care. Bye-bye.